It is some afternoon hoops here on CBS here in Virginia. We're at the Cassell Coliseum as the 12th ranked Virginia Tech welcomes Wisconsin in what should be a great matchup here on CBS. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Samuel Goldberg. I'm joined alongside by my partner in crime for this broadcast, Maestro. Maestro, these two teams, fairly different opposite ends of starts to start the season. Virginia Tech, obviously, 7-3, ranked 12. What do you expect to see here in this awesome atmosphere that we have here in this contest?
Other than the great tank tops and bob cuts we're going to see with the hoop shoe betting in Virginia, I'm going to see which team is going to turn their season around or keep their season going. And I think you know what I'm talking about when I say this. Virginia Tech is 5-0 in their last 5 games, and they are on a smoke show roll. And Wisconsin, let's just be nice about it. You know, they're basically becoming the cherry on top of the dumpster fire, on top of the trash juice right now. They need to find a way to settle themselves, and this is a hard place to do it right now. But I have a little faith on the day before Christmas, Kwanzaa stick.
Well, all the holidays coming along together, and there's a corner jumper right there by the Badgers, and they're all mounted up at 2 for Virginia Tech. Maestro, this offense is so potent and ranked 3rd in all of SimWorld U, and you got to credit the man Travion Novick, who's absolutely been the lighter in the fluid for Virginia Tech.
Absolutely. You know, when you have the talent that he has around him, it allows him to flourish that much more, and that's a rarity. Normally, when a cat has a lot of talent around them, they kind of go back into the background. He's definitely not done that. But I'm really curious to see today, though, Sam, I'm really curious to see how the bigs are going to play. I think that's going to tell us more about how this game is going to work between Jamario Cross-Winder and Von Russian. I really want to see how our bigs are going to set the tone for the transition game today, because if Wisconsin has any chance, they're not going to be able to win a shootout with Virginia Tech, but if they can kind of slow them down a little bit, pull them into a phone booth, make them have to fight for their life a little bit, they're going to give themselves, I think, a really good chance to be in this game toward the end.
Right now, both these teams going shot for shot right here as another corner shot for Wisconsin doesn't fall. That's the first miss between these two teams. And Virginia Tech will be off and running here. Novick inside is double team. He'll kick it out to the corner. There's a jumper. That's no good. It was Skyler on the attempt.
Did not catch it on platform. Didn't give him a chance for a really good, legitimate shot. I think it was kind of surprised he got the ball, to be honest with you.
That's a heavily contested bank shot made right there, and it's a 1-point contest. Maestro, for Wisconsin, they've struggled here in non-conference play as the corner shot goes for Skyler. And for the Badgers, do you think that this non-conference schedule that they've had so far, do you think they'll see the same struggles in Big Ten play, or do you think they'll find it in conference play?
Well, the good thing about going to conference play for them is they're going to be around a lot of other teams like them, right? So kind of like, styles make fights. Well, if you got the same style, you kind of know what you're going against because that's what you practice against every day. I really think that this out-of-conference schedule is going to really sort of seed their garden for their play, as well as if they're able to kind of get it together and make it in the hoop stereo. Because I think they will have seen the toughest of the tough at this particular point, particularly going against the ACC and a team like Virginia Tech right now.
Back on the other end, you saw Tamir Johnson, the talented freshman for the Badgers, one of 2 talented freshman starters on this team. They also have Donovan Bird-Culver as well. That freshman duo has been honestly keeping Wisconsin in a lot of these games, Maestro.
It's a youth game, Sam. That's where it's coming from now. The players are coming more prepared now out of prep ball than they've ever come before, and they're coming ready to go. No longer is it the freshmen sitting on the bench, so to speak, waiting for their turn. They're coming in and making a statement right away.
Anyway, 12-8 right now as we are 4 minutes in. There's a steal going the other way is Wisconsin. Kick out to the corner. There's a 3-point attempt. All nylon. It goes for Drake Harvell. The sophomore leading the team in points with 12.7 points. And Virginia Tech will take a timeout as it's a one-point affair here in Virginia. 12-11, Virginia Tech leads.
Essendo pozza di bruciato.
Non sono io l'infiltrato. Mi mancate di rispetto. Le vostre madri si vergognerebbero di voi.
Parla proprio come noi!
Welcome back here on CBS. 12-11 is the score. Virginia Tech in control by 1 point. Maestro, you have to be pleased here with how Wisconsin has come out shooting here in this game, really matching Virginia Tech's intensity.
100%. And you know what? They're going to have to play this game at basically every half is going to need to be 5-minute quarters, right? They're going to have to find a way to make sure that as long as they're within reaching distance of Virginia Tech, Wisconsin will have an opportunity, will have a chance. But if they make this into a run and shoot, go and gun game, they're just going right into the belly of the beast, and that's not a place to live in the world of Shahaloud. I'm just going to say that right now.
Maestro, you always have a way with words. That baseline jumper, no good. Rebounded on the play by Harville. He'll bring it up the floor. Kicks it to the corner. There's a two. That is short. And the Hokies are going the other way for Virginia Tech. Such a great start to the season here, Maestro. Where do you see this team ultimately ending up at season end here?
Oh my goodness, definitely. I see them moving into the top 10, particularly if they get this win today. Sam, we live in such a strange world now, right? Teams don't get credits for the wins that they get more so than they get bashed for the losses that they have, right? You know, we see that all across the table. A team gets a good win, yeah. A team gets a bad loss, oh, look at that, they're the worst ever. So, but I really see them getting a chance to move up into the top 10. They're playing so strong, and right now that 5-0 heater really stands out to me because of who they won all those games against.
Inside, that gets stolen. The Hokies going the other way. Pass goes inside, the layup is no good, but there's a foul. Bert Culver gets called for the foul. And going to the line is Canyon Perez, the senior guard from Hillsborough, North Carolina, standing at 6'3", 210 pounds. One of the better free throw shooters on this team, and as a whole, free throw shooting is going to play a big factor in this contest. Would you say that, Maestro?
Oh, absolutely. Particularly for Wisconsin, I'm just going to say this: they need to be able to score with the clock stopped. And they need to not give Virginia Tech, the Hokies, an opportunity to score with the clock stopped. Why is that? Any dead time is going to be Wisconsin's friend if they play it right. If they don't play it right, Virginia Tech will just be able to just whoop them all across the table because they just are able to score from so many spots on the floor in so many different positions.
Both free throws fall for Virginia Tech. The Badgers are scoreless. After the Hokies timeout, they're on a 7-0 run at the moment. But you see right there, so who doesn't love sports? Going better with a friend.
Come on.
For everybody in our chat, over on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, wherever, you get a 5,000 EM signing bonus for head coaches referral, and super fans. catch all the action where you can see the game and be the game, discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops. Join the wonderful community.
Oh, bring a friend. Bring 2. We got room.
Bring 3, bring 4.
There
tell
you
your
go.
friend, tell your family.
There you go.
Oh, man. So 18-11 here, Maestro. Virginia Tech out in front. Really stopped Wisconsin after that timeout. That was an excellent timeout usage from Virginia Tech. They're on a 7-0 run here. The Hokies are. And Wisconsin, they really got to start finding some rhythm here as this defense here, this 3-2 by Virginia Tech is really proving difficulty here for the Badgers, Maestro.
And in my opinion, Sam, Wisconsin's not playing it right. If they're going to live and die by the 3, they need to put at least 3 jerseys by the rim. And, whenever you shoot the long 3, you need to zone rebound. You need to have 2 guys in primary position around the middle post and 1 guy sort of shattering where the ball can come back from because it's going to be a long rebound. If Wisconsin is going to shoot the 3 and run back down, they're really shooting themselves in the foot. And then Virginia, that's just a bad move right now.
Now Wisconsin cannot buy a shot right now as the lead grows for Virginia Tech to double digits. Virginia Tech working the ball around inside. The runner is good. Travion Novick, the North Carolina native, the senior, has been lighting it up from the floor. He is leading this Virginia Tech team offensively, and it seems like the Badgers can't stop him right now, Maestro.
No, and they're stopping themselves. This is by my hash marks. That's the 7th bad possession in a row where they've just not been able to capitalize where they were, taking ill-advised shots, rushing themselves to the thing. That last possession, I'm not sure what that was, but all I know is that I want to get my money back if that was Amazon Prime order. They really need to find a way here to settle into their game, and their game is going to really live in a transition where they need to stop Virginia Tech.
Well, Maestro, we'll see if the Badgers can settle into this game as they face a 14-point deficit here on CBS.
Do you have the mind of a coach? Are you willing to fight for your players? Can you handle it when things get heated? Can you manage your star player's ego? Can you handle the stress? Can you become a legend? The only place in the world where you can coach live in a virtual world. SimWorld Sports.
Welcome back here to the Cassell Coliseum. It is a raucous atmosphere here in Virginia, here in Blacksburg, Virginia, as the Hokies find themselves out to a 14-point lead. Maestro, I mean, it has just been all Virginia Tech, and they haven't really had to rely on Newly Cox.
That's just, oh my goodness, I'm gonna say something I shouldn't have said right there. Lord, give me strength to give me bail money. Look, here's the thing. Wisconsin needs to find a way to change the tune because they're rocking in here. The band is into it. Our crowd is into it. We all know we're in the home. No, I'm gonna say something else. Watch me now, Sam. Here's the deal. Wisconsin needs to find a way to change the tempo of this game and start playing smart ball. That means sending multiple jerseys to get second chance shots, and also start slowing Virginia Tech up, at least in the three-quarter court game, to give themselves an opportunity. And if they don't do that, my goodness gracious, they might not score again until tomorrow morning.
Well, at least you know how to control yourself, but according to other people, you don't know how to control yourself in your own personal snack room, but that's a story for another day.
Hey, alleged.
But what has been the story of this contest is Wisconsin has yet to score. Their last bucket coming with 16 minutes and 19 seconds in the first, and the Virginia Tech is just willing their way in this first half, Maestro.
And that's what I mean. You cannot play unsmart in this situation. Oh my goodness, how you almost miss a dunk.
My goodness.
Oh, mercy. Man, come on.
Hey, there's a good stoppage right there by the Badgers, and maybe that dunk right there will spark a little bit of a run, but again, that ball nearly went in and out. I mean, it's just, the Badgers just really can't find that garbage into gold type baskets. It's just been all garbage on the court so far. And again, a steal right there by the Hokies. They'll go right to left.
You have to give yourself a chance, Sam. And by that I mean, if what you're doing right now is not working, then you need to do something different.
Pro Widener will pick up the foul. Novick will head to the line to shoot two. Tavion Novick has 8 points to this point. And with Canyon Perez, as the first free throw is good. It's actually the 11th point for Novick. Perez with 8. And Virginia Tech just kind of doing what they need to do here in this first half, Maestro. They're not allowing Wisconsin to believe that they can pull off the upset there, as that free throw is a little bit short. Uncharacteristic miss right there from Novick.
And Sam, you know, I'm giving you some flowers, right? Oh, Wisconsin scored. Hold up. Let's stop the game. And you know what? We want the ball. Give us the ball. We're gonna put that ball in the. I'm sorry. Too soon.
Do you believe in miracles?
Too soon. Okay, my bad. And Sam, to give you flowers, my man. Virginia Tech has not even gotten to their game yet. They're just beating Wisconsin straight up.
Oh, that's a nice rejection right there. Von Rushing got rejected on the play. It was an excellent block.
Love it. Slap that ball.
Inside by Crow Widener.
Goodness.
Nearly a block per game. Sent that into the first row.
Listen,
maybe that'll spark the Badgers here, Maestro.
But he's got some fight, and he's been showing. He got a foul a couple of plays ago. He's showing some fight. He's not giving up like that. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. What I like about the big, because I talked about him earlier. If he has to get to the point where he's madder than a woodpecker with a headache, let him get there, and maybe he'll pull everybody else along with him.
Inside for two, and here come the Badgers. They're on a little bit of a run themselves. That steal and a jumper, no good. Little bit of a rush shot right there. Needed to control possession, did the Badgers, but it's cut to a single-digit lead here for the Hokies. See what they can do here. Here's a pass to the corner. Goes to the top of the key for Treadway. He'll swing it, and the Hokies will start with their offense. Perez, tightly guarded around the free throw line with one. Pulls up from just beyond the elbow. No good. Inside, offensive putback is good from Dante Height, the junior from Halifax, North Carolina. Gets his first bucket of the game. We'll see the Badgers take a timeout. But Maestro, Wisconsin, as you said a little bit earlier, slowly getting into that rhythm, finding that little bit jive and jazz game that they like to play. Well, Virginia Tech had something to say about that. So, Maestro, what do you think? What do you think here for the Badgers? How do they continue to run that rhythm?
Well, the first thing they need to do is not lose sight of the fundamentals. How do you have three guys around the rim, and somebody comes in between the three since somebody decided box out was a disease they didn't want to catch, and let someone come in and just score? You don't see that too often unless people are not paying attention. No one's talking, no one's communicating. That's the kind of mistake, and I'm using the M word now, so forgive me, children. That's the kind of mistake you cannot make when a team is outplaying you straight up right now. Wisconsin are starting to do what they need to do, getting a little aggressive, doing what they need to do to get themselves back in the game, but you can't give points back because you had a mental lapse.
The biggest mistake right now for the Badgers is that they are shooting 13% from three. They have attempted 8 threes and only have made 1. That is something that we're going to have to keep our eye on here as this game rolls along here on CBS. Inside go the Badgers, and that one looked like going to be blocked, but there was contact on the shot. Shooting it 2 here. Going to the line is Daquan McDougal III, the freshman from Great Falls, Montana. I didn't know people existed in Montana, Maestro.
Yeah, they actually do. There's actually more cows, bulls, and apple trees in Wisconsin than people, but there are people there. You don't need ID because everybody knows everybody.
The first free throw attempt on the way is good from McDougal III, but again, the freshman from Great Falls, Montana, averaging 5.7 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game, has been a spark for this Wisconsin team. He's going to need to do a little bit more here. It is electric here in Castle Coliseum. It's deafening. I can barely hear myself talk, Maestro. That just attests to the fan base that the Hokies have.
I blacked out. You say something, I'm just going to do
Exactly.
Whatever.
We can barely hear each other.
Whatever Sam said, great. I love it. Okay, there we go.
That runner's good. Lead back to double digits. And some Kaiser with the bucket. Badgers trying to find an answer here. Dribbling inside with it. Taking on all comers is Stoker. He'll kick it out. There's a 3-point attempt, and it's good. The second main 3 for Wisconsin comes at the 8:58 mark. And Wisconsin has cut it back down to single digits. Need to see a couple more of those fall for the Badgers, Maestro.
So needed. But you know what? Now, I hate to say it, they need to think of end-of-game scenarios, right? So they need to act as though there's 8 minutes left to go in the game, which means at this point, they need to score on every 2 or 3 possessions, and they need to stop Virginia Tech on every 2 or 3 possessions and give themselves a chance, at least going into halftime, to be really in a position to be effective.
That is a tough bucket right there by Dante Stoker. Senior from Ironwood, Michigan. And cuts this lead down to single digits. As you said it, Maestro, it's all about closing out the half. Acting like this is the second half and trying to close it out. Wisconsin off and running here. Trying to make this a little bit closer of a ball game. Inside in the paint, has it knocked away, picked up again. Ingram gets it inside. The layup nearly fell, but there's a foul called on the play. And McDougal III will go to the line to shoot 2, and that's an excellent play right there from the freshman to get to the line, much to the dismay of this Hokies crowd.
Love the aggression, love the fact that he is bringing this to the table to give themselves an opportunity to score when the clock is stopped. We talked about this earlier. Scoring when the stoppage clock is really going to do Wisconsin the larger favor, but they need to make sure they don't give Virginia Tech the same opportunities.
McDougal makes the first, and a little bit of an interesting free throw for him. there, Maestro, from McDougal, turning his feet inwards, kind of like he's using a urinal at a rest stop.
Yeah, that was a technique we saw brought up a few years ago with cats who are usually bigs, cats who are usually 6'10" and above. Coaches would teach that whole what's called the penguin balance technique, where you cross you basically pigeon toe your feet to give yourself a chance to be more centered in your balance. A lot more smaller players are going to that. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess it depends on what makes you feel comfortable, what allows you to slow down your heart rate in order to get that free throw shot off in the best opportunity.
While we were talking, Maestro, Virginia Tech went down and had a quick trigger three, and it was good. And Taysom Kaiser has been electric off the bench for this Hokies team, but Wisconsin answering, and that's what this Badger team needs to do, Maestro. They need to answer all Virginia Tech buckets.
Yes, and oh, by the way, just going to throw this out there, Sam, I'm not trying to be a nudge, but maybe good to maybe stop a few Virginia Tech buckets from happening. I don't know. Just, try it on.
That's a good example of it right there as Kaiser trying to drive in, but that ball was sent to the third row. McDougal gets the block, and the Hokies will take a timeout with 6:59 to play here in the first half here on CBS. Can the Badgers figure out a way to close this deficit? We'll find out here on CBS.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
It's a place where average Joe can work on his craft and grow. Say you the new magic, yo. Well, why you ain't passing, though? Better get you a basket, bro. Cause this ain't no Madden, no. This is real ball life from prep to pro. Gamar Park, this ain't no fashion show. It's the opportunity for you to be the one to shoot the three. In the clip, game on the line. They like, who is he? Must be the 2-3 or 2-4. The one twice. Coach saying do more. Scouts like that boy nice. Drive up the price. Push up the stock. Build up your name. Stir up the pot. Piss off the eye. As a player or a coach, here it is, dog. SimWorld. This is your shot.
Yo, yells.
SimWorld.
You know your boy gotta get some of this, right?
SimWorld.
Rick Blaze.
SimWorld.
Ladies love. Let's go.
I be on some ballers, trying to get my hands on a scholarship. Pretty young thing already knew my name, said she wanna try out on a scholarship. Hold up, let me PG it. Porn go past, but you know I'm gon' do it. Podcast fast, big Bob on the snacks, and you know I'm in my bag when March can't beat it. Baby, I be tripping with my foes, tipping, shot out to the ballers. No bull like I'm Pippin. Rick Blaze hit him with the freestyle. SimWorld Hoops, man, them boys wild.
SimWorld, 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 SimWorld.
And then when their lead expanded, they turned into a highlight machine, except for the problem was there was no film in the camera.
Welcome back here on CBS. Samuel Goldberg alongside Maestro. Wisconsin hanging around a little bit, kind of like a little brother that you don't want to see on Christmas. Virginia Tech. What have you been impressed with so far here by Wisconsin, Maestro?
You know what? I'm really impressed with the fact that they found a way, as awkward as it might have felt, Sam, to get themselves back into the game. And of course, it started with the bigs. It started with them coming in there with Jamario just doing what Jamario things does, but also I really like that freshman DeQuan McDougal the third. Gotta say the third when everybody got more than two, right? I really like the fact that he's finding a way to sort of insert himself into the game, so to speak, to give his team an opportunity to kind of stay within the earshot of Virginia Tech.
That's exactly right, but silly mistakes like that. What a lay to get back into this game is that's just a mental error of not knowing where the baseline is. So Virginia Tech had another opportunity to extend this lead to double digits. 6:35 to play here, though. Virginia Tech, again, one of the most potent offenses in SimWorld U, averaging 88.9 points per game as that hook shot won't go, but there's a foul called on the play. McDougal the third gets called for the foul, and we'll see Dante Height, the junior from Halifax, North Carolina, go to the line to shoot 2. This season for Height, shooting 85.7% from the stripe. And that's big for a team like this. Well, there's a good commentator's jinx right there.
There you go. Mush it. Mush it. You mushed him. You musher. Musher.
Oh, man. That's good, though, for these bigs here on these teams to be able to shoot the free throw. Well, thank goodness he didn't go 0 for 2, because, my goodness, I probably would have taken the headset off and retired at that moment.
So when they lose by 1, I'm just going to point at you and walk away. I'm going to say right now.
Oh, then I'll expose your snack room that you supposedly have.
Hey, alleged.
6:15 to play here in the first half. Virginia Tech leads by double digits. It's a 10-point advantage. McDougal moving the rock around for the Badgers. As they're looking to find an open shot, they get one from the corner, and it's all nylon, and that's a big three-pointer to cut the lead back down to single digits here for Wisconsin.
Huge.
They need some stops, but running inside and kissing it off the glass is the star of this team, Travion Novick. Another basket inside, and he's just been dominating on the paint as the Hokies have all game.
If Virginia Tech starts playing their game, so far they've been able to handle Wisconsin straight up. But if they start playing their game, I'm struggling, Sam, to look away that Wisconsin. Well, hello, there's a line there, young man. I'm just saying. I know it's brand new. They just started that last week, so he probably didn't get that memo on the rules.
I mean, if we were playing limbo, maybe he might have gotten under the line, but this is SimWorld Hoops. Can't go over and back like that. Oh, nice hesitation move, but can't find the finish.
Now, to its credit, if you look at the Virginia Tech logo, there's no line there, so was he really? I don't know. I'm just saying.
Questionable officiating.
There you go.
just like last night's Sixer game.
Oh, too soon. Too soon.
What a pass inside, and McDougal the third finds an excellent bucket. And again,
Needed
Wisconsin hanging around like the crazy uncle of the family.
There you go.
4.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Inside. Novick dribbling around. Goes up. There's 3 defenders that go up with him, and surely one of them will get called for the foul. Novick just creating opportunities inside. I mean, Maestro, this is old school basketball right here from Travion Novick.
Yes, and I'm here for it. I remember back when basketball got invented, we used to play in our dress shoes, and we had to get on the ladder to get the ball out of the basket. Yeah, man. Look, man, I remember the time I was babysitting Moses, and I said, look, man, listen, don't drop a tablet when you come down, all right? You're going to have 2. Hands on both. Man. Stay focused.
So you were around when the dinosaurs existed, right?
Man, I remember my first pet dinosaur.
What's your favorite dinosaur of your time?
Well, actually, it was actually Triceratops, but man, potty training was something else, dude.
Mid-range jumper, that is short. And Virginia Tech has an opportunity to re-extend their lead to double digits. Height will swing it. Kaiser dribbling around at the top of the key, goes inside. The runner is good. He put those Thanksgiving leftovers in the blender.
Yes, he
blended it up, and a little bit of Thanksgiving shake right there on the floater. But there's a good answer from the Badgers with the corner 3.
Jay Carville, I tell you, you know what? One day he's going to stop doing that touchdown celebration after a 3, because right now you're still down, my dude. You need to keep doing it. Oh, my goodness. Don't bring your cover for a barbecue. What you trying to do?
McDougal, the third, sends that one away. Well, that was Trove Widener. I mean, both those players have been playing exceptionally well inside. They're sending shots aplenty. And that another block right there by Crow Widener.
Don't call it a comeback.
3 from the corner. They needed that bucket, Maestro, to fall, as Virginia Tech will just run a little bit more of this clock. That's a 3 that they absolutely needed to have.
And I'm not really mad at the shot. What I'm more upset about is there were not more of those ugly black jerseys underneath to a rebound.
Too quick of a shot. Just not enough opportunity. But speaking of opportunity, Novik going to the line again to shoot 2. (44-36) as we're just at the 3-minute marker here in the first half. Virginia Tech now in the bonus as that first one clanks off.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh, you got to look on your face. You got to look on your face, Sam.
Just heard from production. 250 EM giveaway if we get 5 more viewers across all platforms. So what does that mean? Well, if you don't like spending time with your family during this time of the year, tell your friends to come on down, watch the stream, get involved, see the game, be the game.
Come and hang out. Come hang out with me at my house.
Then you'll show us the snack room, right?
Hey, too soon. Too soon.
Jumper, no good. But the fans really not liking that last call. That's the loudest it's been in here today. Is this team, the Hokies, just giving them a lot to cheer about. It's just been keeping Wisconsin at bay. The talented Johnson with the ball, backing down, little spin move in the paint, dumps it off. The layup is good. Tamir Johnson set that play up inside, and getting the bucket was McDougal.
Love to see that move. Another one.
That was JC Mason. Another block here for the Badgers. Could this be the run that they need? The runner, that's no good. Whenever they get the stop, Maestro, they can't get the bucket to follow it up.
So close, but I love the fact they're fighting every single moment, staying in it, staying right with it. That's what they need to do, especially right now, with 100 seconds left to go in the game.
Virginia Tech gets a bucket there. 9-point advantage here for the Hokies. Wisconsin trying to find a little bit of a run here. There's a battle for the rebound, and it goes out of bounds off of the Hokies. We'll see if the Badgers can cut this lead a little bit more. They're doing a good job of hanging around.
Sometimes that's what you need to do, and that's exactly what they need to do right now, and that defense is keeping them in the game. I love the fact they're not giving up.
That would have been a big shot if it fell, but it was way short. They got to bury a 3 here. Is this the answer? It is! One spins around. It's a 6-point game. Wisconsin really doing a good job closing this half out, Maestro. They got to get a stop here.
Yes. The stop will do more than the points did. I guarantee you that right now. But you're not going to get a stop with a move like that. He's so strong when left with the mismatch that he just had. I tell you, you're not going to be able to stop him or slow him down.
He is a big body 7-footer. And there is a foul on the floor. And again, the Hokie fans not liking the call. With 45 seconds to play here in the first half, 49-41, Virginia Tech leads, nearly putting up a 50-piece. Badgers swinging it around. Shot clock down to 6. Gotta find a basket here. It's under 5, down to 3, down to 2. The right hook, no good. Battle for the loose ball, picked up by the Badgers. This is a big shot if it goes, and it's all nylon for JC Mason.
all night long, all night. I'm sorry, I'm back.
It's a 5-point game. Virginia Tech holding for one last shot would be huge here for the Badgers if they can hold them here, and they get the steal with 3 seconds, with 2 seconds. They're going to put up a three. Oh, that would have been a big basket right there to cut the lead to 2. Instead, it's a 5-point advantage as we go into halftime here. Virginia Tech up 49-44. Maestro, your thoughts?
Wisconsin has shown me something. I love the fact that despite of how Virginia Tech got out on them and was able to put themselves in a position to have such a strong lead at the beginning, Wisconsin stayed right with it, and they did it via defense, Sam. 5 blocks already, 4 steals. It feels like it's more because they've been so effective, but more importantly, the work inside of DeQuan McDougal specifically, not only scoring when he needed, but playing defense. He's going to keep them in this game. They got a chance in the second half.
49-44. We'll be back here on CBS.
I'm CC Lila, and I always wanted to be a pro coach. And SimWorld Hoops is the place where I'm able to live out my hoops dreams. SimWorld Sports is the only place where you can see the game, be the game.
Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it. Green light, let's get it.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Hello, I'm Himothy. I got the recipe. I got the flow. I got the remedy. I know they do. I know they envy me. Feet on the floor. What they gon' say now? We came along from last place, bottom to top of the fast pace. Out of this surf, I get touchdown. I take a loss, get it back 8. I'm in the gym putting numbers up. You never there, you got bad traits. Never excuses or cover ups. Learn from the losses and bad breaks. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Who said I wasn't him? Who said it? All this talk about who's on top and who's not. Miss me with the gospel. Check the score, yeah.
See me coming off the screen. Know I gave myself the green light. Catch a shoe from the 3. If I'm not the one, it doesn't seem right. I need like 2, 4, 5, 6 in them rings. I'm talking back to back to back like 23. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win, 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 win. I'm on 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
Welcome back here. Halftime is officially over. The SimWorld U on CBS. 5-point advantage here for Virginia Tech. Maestro, what adjustments do the Badgers have to make to get back into this game?
They need to play the rest of this game, Sam, the way they played the last 3 minutes of the first half. And that is make sure that they're being very aggressive on the defensive side, which has been smart because their offense is working off of that. They're not quite living in a transition game the way I feel like they could, but the fact of giving themselves a chance to, I think, is a major bonus. On the other side, Virginia Tech, they need to find that same staggered game they played in the first half by beating Wisconsin straight up. They have the talent to do it. They showed us they can do it. Somewhere in the mix, either Wisconsin aggression slowed them down, or they just started making different decisions. But whatever they did, they need to go back to how they started the game, and that is playing straight up, resting on their talent, because they're a very strong team, and they need to show Wisconsin that.
The Badgers already off to an 0 for 2 start. Virginia Tech looking to go for a 2 for 2 start. And that one rattles off, but an offensive rebound inside. The little roll, no good. Another offensive rebound. That is good off the glass. Vaughn rushing the do-it-yourself play. The 7-footer cannot be stopped, as he is just imposing his will on this game, Maestro.
Yeah. That would have been over a lot quicker if he had just dunked it. But, yeah. Okay, I'm back. What are we talking about?
Vaughn rushing, picking up the foul right there. Bird Culver goes to the line to shoot 2. I mean, the 7-footer, Maestro, has just been downright dominant in the paint, and he's been one of the plethora of options for this Hokie team today.
And that's what I mean when I said Virginia Tech can beat you from anywhere in the floor, right? From the post all the way out to the three-point lane, all the way out to the half-court line, even the part of the half-court line that's missing. They need to remember that as they play this game and don't let Wisconsin's aggression, those badges, because you know how badges get, honey badges, they don't, never mind. They need to make sure that they stay in their game, but Wisconsin's doing a great job of getting Virginia Tech off balance, because that's exactly what they need to do right now to really get back in this game for real.
Oh, what in the world?
Okay.
My goodness. A little bit of lapse of where he was on the court by Braxton Schuyler. Just pulled his best Michael Jackson impersonation and hit it out of bounds.
It's just a thriller. Sorry, too soon?
I don't think it's too soon, but what isn't too... Oh, I thought that was going to go from the corner. That would have been a big basket by the Badgers, but the Badgers, time and time again, have not been able to find a basket when they need it. But maybe they can get one here. They find themselves down 8 in transition. Into the corner. Double team, they'll kick it out. There's a 3, and it's a bit long and rebounded by Novick. Novick brings it up the court.
Sam, I don't mean to be rude, but Wisconsin needs to slow it down. When they get a chance like that, they need to slow it down. Don't play tempo with Virginia Tech. They will bleed you dry like Dracula. You can't do that. You need to stay in your game. And right now, your game is to slow Virginia Tech down. And when you have the ball, guess what? You're in control, yo. You can do that.
Wisconsin right now, it seems like they're playing for points, but really they need to play for good shots. And that is a good shot right there by Braxton Schuyler to make up for that turnover. A couple possessions ago. McDougal tosses it inside. Weiner kicks it out, 3-pointer. That is good. That is a big 3-pointer right there by Harville. It's his second 3-pointer of the game. And it's a big one for Wisconsin. They need a stop here. Perez dribbling it inside, the jump step with a player in his face, and he still is able to bank it off glass. Tough finish right there. And Virginia Tech just going bucket for bucket inside. McDougal puts it up. Can't get it to go. And the foul is called on Vaughn rushing.
I think the foul is bigger than him missing the point right now. Why? Because if you want to get the bigs in trouble, that's going to open up the post for later moves.
That is exactly an excellent point right there, Maestro. That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Oh, I get paid?
Analysis.
I need to have a conversation. I need to find out what's going on. Money.
Gonna put somebody on speed dial for free throw. But McDougal is no good.
We all can't be B-Ron.
Daquan McDougal, the third, his second free throw. Virginia Tech fan. The amount of noise causing him to go down the other way and slam it home for 2. Braxton Schuyler has sent Castle Coliseum into a frenzy. It is deafening in here. Wisconsin needs a bucket. Pass goes inside. There's no room to operate, and that one rattles in and out. Perez the rebound. Punches it up ahead. Oh, the alley-oop slam! Julie Cox slams it home, and the Coliseum is electric. 3 from the corner, no good. Going the other way are the Hokies. Pass to the corner. Perez surveys, pulls it back out, gets it inside, rushing with a mismatch, backs it down, left hook is good! Virginia Tech on a run of a lifetime right now, and Wisconsin will take a timeout. It is deafening here in Castle Coliseum. Virginia Tech on a 14-0 run. We'll be back here on CBS 63-48. Welcome back here on CBS, and the atmosphere has picked up here in the building, Maestro. Virginia Tech showing out what they can do, and this just goes to show you the depth that they offer on their team. Julie Cox not really involved in this contest, but Virginia Tech is nearly up by 20 in this game.
You know what? I can't even hear you. My headsets went out. This crowd is so loud. I'm just going to assume that the way you looked at me, I need to be talking. Absolutely, Virginia Tech has come alive into their game the way they're supposed to come into their game. Remember, they were beating Wisconsin straight up, Sam. They were beating them straight up, and all of a sudden now we've seen the Virginia Tech, with the exception of the young man you did mention, that all of a sudden we don't see him. But guess what? Virginia Tech said, hey, we don't need him. We got it.
Wisconsin trying to quick trigger 3 from the corner. That's no good. And Virginia Tech doing the hokey pokey as there's Perez bringing it down the floor. And he gets the floater to go. The student section out in full force bringing the noise. Wisconsin find themselves down. They need a basket here. It's no good. Wisconsin just building a house out of the amount of bricks that they have in the second half.
Not to be a nudge, but you misspelled mansion. I don't like their flat-footedness. I don't like the body language. There's a lot going on there with Wisconsin that I think the coach needs to pull them aside and just let them know, man. They're basically one bad decision away from being on the news. They need to find a way to get themselves back here in the game the right way. And standing flat-footed while one person dribbles is not the way to do it, Sam.
Greg Gard, the coach of Wisconsin, usually one of the more respected coaches. Oh man, excuse me. I should have pressed my mute button. Greg Gard, one of the more respected coaches in SimWorld U, just really has lost his team. I mean, 3-7 on the year. They find themselves down nearly 20 points here on the road at Virginia Tech. I mean, Greg Gard's got to find something in the cookbook later in the season.
Oh, you had peppers and some hash browns and eggs earlier today. That's what I got on my shirt here. Still tastes good, too. Not bad, there, Sam.
There's a shot from the corner. That's no good. And this Wisconsin team just looks depleted.
Yeah.
They look depleted. They've already are waving the white flag in this game.
I hope not, but man, if they're going to stand around and play flat-footed and not play defense anymore and not move on offense, I can't say you're wrong. I want to say you're wrong, but they're. Come on, I'm about to get out there. I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Love to see you get out there again, Coach. For Maestro, for good old time's sake. With 14 minutes to play here in this second half, I mean, this Badger team just looks defeated as Perez picks up the reach-in foul right there. That's his second personal foul. He'll be on the floor, so we'll have a side out of bounds here for the Badgers. But for Virginia Tech, I mean, it has just been an electric atmosphere, and they're taking care of business here at home.
That run was huge, Sam. That run, with the way they scored that run, the way they got stops, the way they got those fast break points, it really brought the crowd back. It really put in the heart of the team, and I felt like it took the life out of and a steal.
It is just all Virginia Tech in this game. I mean, Wisconsin looks like a shadow of their former selves. It almost feels like Santa gave Wisconsin coal early for Christmas.
Either that or make them out Jets fans.
Oh man, I mean, it is just insane how Virginia Tech has completely taken over this game, Maestro.
Well, remember, they were beating them straight up earlier, and now they're playing the Virginia Tech game. And we knew once that happened, Wisconsin was going to have even more of a difficult time. And I know the young men are trying, but it's hard to fight through when you can't seem to get air in your lungs, you can't seem to get on the balls of your feet, you can't seem to move with a team like Virginia Tech that is quite frankly on the move. I mean, their last 5 games, the way they won, who they won against, if you let them get a move and they get confident like this, Sam.
Oh! Pass went inside to Newly Cox, and he slammed it home, and the crowd absolutely losing their minds. Did not mean to cut you off there, Maestro, but Newly Cox might have had a conversation, and my goodness, he threw it down with a defender in his face. Perez gives it to Skyler. Skyler swings it to Cox. Cox at the top of the key, tightly guarded. Perez has it, gets the screen from Cox. Perez dribbles inside at the free throw. Oh, he lost his defender, and he slams it down, and the Hokie lead continues to grow.
You know, Wisconsin going to need their GPS here to find the ball, because goodness knows, I don't think they can find their way back home right now. My goodness, they're just losing everybody all over the place, Sam.
It is crazy how this Virginia Tech team has come to life, and finally, Wisconsin gets a bucket. It's their first bucket since 17 minutes and 23 seconds in the second half.
Did you feel the energy of that three, Sam? That three goes down, and earlier whenever
Cox again on a rack attack, and the Badgers call a timeout. How about Newly Cox coming to life here in this game? As we will step aside here, Virginia Tech all over Wisconsin.
Yeah, okay. Any views expressed are the opinion of the guest. That's not a representation because the programming reflects that pole. Politicking with 4 eyes, it's really no competition. Suffocating with the dope, you know I be twisting. Real ninjas out in the field, now we cotton picking. Not to mention our intention to cover topics and many of the subjects. I got more lines than the deli at the Publix. With King Pharaoh, pole politicking, I'm pistol whipping. Rappers jeopardizing hip-hop position. My opposition, intuition, prediction like writers on The Simpsons. To witness the glimpses from higher up dimensions. My bitches be fighting gremlins like Phoebe Cakes. Let me cook, stove top oven, easy bakes. Hydroponic with them seaweed flakes. Yeah, these rappers started from the bottom, power bottom. TD Jakes, unfollowed. Talking about have you ever been swallowed? Regardless of race, color, or creed, you get Apollo. We pole, politicking, ticking. We straight pole, politicking, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen. Listen to that pole, politicking, ticking. This for the pole, politicking, ticking. We straight pole, politicking, ticking. When it's a great show, you got to listen. Listen to that pole, politicking, ticking.
Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang!
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ.
What's this gonna be? Lead pass. Stop it! Stop it! Do not do him like that! Goes to roll. Ran to the three-pointer out front. Hit it! Yes, he did! Iguodala up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. Decide not to use it. Curry way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh! LeBron James with no regard for human rights. From down Kobe. Oh! Up high, down hard. Is this the time? Game! Series! Toronto has won!
My goodness, Maestro, the crowd, even through the break, has just been electric here on CBS, 73-51. And Maestro, you gotta like what this Virginia Tech team has done. I mean, they could easily be contenders when it comes time for Hoop Stereo.
No doubt about it. They really showed everybody. I believe it's their first televised game, right? So they really showed everybody something here today across the country. They can't sneak up on you anymore. But I was too busy during the break ordering rims because they're going to keep dunking like that. They're going to need rims here to finish out the game. My goodness gracious. I mean, there's no contestation at all. And, you know, when Virginia Tech gets on a roll like that, not only do they get comfortable and confident, they also get mighty difficult to stop.
But as for Wisconsin, as there's a three ball that is missed badly for Wisconsin and Greg Gard, I mean, Wisconsin really can't. You really don't want to see this out of a team, especially like Wisconsin out of the Big Ten. Would it be possible, Maestro, for there to be a coaching change at some point for Greg Gard?
Oh, those are the conversations I hate absolutely the most. I'm going to just tell you that I do. I know I shouldn't, being a member of the media, but it's really hard to say that would be a good idea right now. He's brought these young men in. You see how strong these freshmen are playing right now for him, and I think if they make a change right now, I think he's going to take more of the gut out of the team. I don't want to see it happen, but goodness gracious, we live in the world today. We live in the world today, Sam. What have you done for me 5 minutes ago? Not exactly. What have you done for me lately?
That's exactly right. And if Greg Gard were to be let go, and that vacancy would be open for the Wisconsin team, maybe one of you guys in the chat could become the next coach of Wisconsin.
Come on. Bring it in there.
We're always looking for new coaches.
Y'all be talking trash anyway.
And there's another rack attack for the Hokies. But again, within SimWorld U, you can become a live coach. Well, again, if Greg Gard were to be let go, that next coach could be you.
Show us how smart you are. Come on, holla at your boy. Come on.
79:56 here, under 10 to play here in the second half, and there's a block right there by the Badgers. It will stay with Wisconsin. Nice block there on the play by Jamaro Pro-Widener. 79:56 here, and this lead for Virginia Tech just continues to grow.
They're turning the ball out with V-Tech.
This has just been a molly-whopping here for Virginia Tech. They are just really fluximating this Wisconsin Badger team.
I love when you fluximate. I know that's past pills. You need shots when you get that disease going, but man, I'm telling you.
Just Virginia Tech's ability to Wampus the defense of the Badgers and just drop 81 and with 9 minutes to play here in this game. Virginia Tech, I wouldn't be surprised if they're leading the nation in points per game after this contest, because this team is scary going into, and we're not even in conference play yet.
Any team that can score from anywhere on the floor, and I don't mean the occasional, I'm talking about consistently. Virginia Tech has shown us in spurts today, they can score in the post, they can score from behind the arc, they can score from the mid-range, and not just one person, by the way, multiple athletes, because they are stacked with thoroughbreds, right? So any team that can do that, Sam, is going to be a nightmare for anybody. It doesn't matter what you put up against them. They're going to be harder than a doggone shoe leather in a barbecue on the pit, because you won't be able to chew it, because they're just going to make you work until they decide to leave you alone, and then they've won already.
Man, you and your analogies, Maestro, if there was a Hall of Fame for analogies, you would be in the Hall of Fame. You just have a way with words. Maybe that's how you got your snack group.
Yeah. Hey. friendly fire here. Come on.
Wisconsin can't buy a stop, and oh my goodness, a 360 turnaround shot from Travion Novick. 85-59 now, and it has just been all Hokies in this game. They're doing the hokey pokey, they're turning it around, and that's what it's all about. Virginia Tech basketball.
I'm gonna say something else I shouldn't say, because I feel more like, slap it up, flip it, rub it down, or no, but I like to turn them around even better.
Virginia Tech with Novick dribbling it inside, trying to get into the paint. Gets a little bit of separation on the bump, but he can't find the bottom of the net. Wisconsin will go the other way here. Just kind of doing a little bit of soul searching here on offense. They can't really. They just can't set up the plays. The Badgers just. The honey's out of the jar. There's nothing sweet about this Badgers team.
But you know it is sweet. There you go. Tell them about it.
Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, 8 p.m., you'll see some... Well, heard from production that's not right, so we're going to scratch that. Because there's no games happening tomorrow because it is Christmas, but Thursday, you'll see Arkansas and North Carolina on SimWorld TV. That's going to be an electric matchup, Maestro. I mean, fans will definitely have the opportunity to see the game and be the game.
But now tomorrow night, if you're free around 8 o'clock, come over to Maestro's house. I leave the front door open anyway. We hang out, watch a good holiday, love story movie like Terminator 2. That always makes me cry every time because it's just, it just touches me. It's just such a beautiful story. I'm sorry, I'm back. What are we talking about? I blacked out.
I personally like watching Die Hard as a Christmas movie.
But see, now Die Hard is straight from the Bible. As we talk about, Trayvon Novick here, I played the game.
24 points, Maestro. I mean, he was dialed in from the floor.
Yeah, and a little life in Wisconsin there with the foul and one, almost.
Stoker will go to the line to shoot two. I know you get excited, Maestro. I mean, we want to get excited for this game, but Wisconsin just can't. Like they just were not able to compete.
Yeah. Okay, so Sam, I'm going to ask you a question. I know this is your job. I'm asking you a question.
Oh, how the roles are reversing.
Yeah, is it that Wisconsin couldn't compete, or is it because Virginia Tech was just so dominant?
I think it's a little bit of both, Maestro.
Okay.
I feel like Wisconsin competed in the first half.
Mm-hmm.
They had it within 5, and then Virginia Tech has dominated the second half. They're showing what Virginia Tech basketball is all about. That's why I say it's a little bit of both. What do you think, Maestro? I'll throw it back to you. I'll frisbee it back to you. What do you think?
Quite frankly, I believe Virginia Tech is making Wisconsin play to their norm, and Virginia Tech's norm is just their standard is so much higher right now. The fact that they were able to play nearly the first half of the game just straight up and compete the way they did and stay in the lead, and then the fact that when they got into their game, they extended this lead into like 197 points. I think this is about more so about Virginia Tech than it is about the Honey Badgers here trying to stay in the game.
I mean, you said it perfectly. I mean, it's just been the Trayvon Novick show. He's got 26, and on another rack attack is Newly Cox. He threw it down hard for 2.
No help side. That's been Wisconsin's bane all day. They've had very little backside leverage rotation on defense, and Virginia Tech is making them play. And the fact that Wisconsin is now even settled to not only playing flat-footed, goodness, don't bring no juice to a gin party, but at least they got it back. But at least I will say this: Wisconsin, you said soul searching. They're gonna have to order a new one because I think this has been totally chewed up and spit out. The idea here is what are they gonna take from this game when they watch this tape? When they go back and they watch this tape, I'm sorry, they don't use tape anymore. It's video now. I apologize. I'm showing my age. When they go back and watch this video, what are they going to learn from it that they will not let happen again? Because somebody's going to have to make a decision. We are not doing that again.
It has just been all Virginia Tech in this game. There's a 3 from the corner. That's long. Offensive rebound is collected and put back up by Jamario Leidner.
Oh, they got a rebound, and they made it a point. How about that?
I mean, but Virginia Tech, with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left, have an opportunity to put up 100 points. I mean, for their first televised game, like, every single team is definitely been put on notice here, especially the ACC.
ACC is so strong this season, Sam. It is so strong. Marsh and I talked about that this morning in SimWorld today. And, Marsh kind of leaning toward the SEC, but it's hard to look at what's going on. Even with the yuck and poo in the ACC, it's stronger than the yuck and poo in other places. They're just ready to get it.
Another block right there by Rushing. And Virginia Tech just doing it all. Cox with it. Not really known for his stroke beyond the arc. Just a 5% three-point shooter. Really known for his hard work inside the paint. And you see it right there with the nice jumper.
Strong midi. Strong midi.
By Newly Cox. 95-68 now, nearly a 30-point advantage here for Virginia Tech. Oh my goodness, how did rushing not get a piece of that? Offensive rebound here for Wisconsin. There's a three-pointer straight away, and it's good. 95-71 here with 4 minutes to play. And the Hokies will take a timeout, most likely, to put in some of their backups. 4:02 to play. And we're going to stay here on the broadcast as this Saturday at 1 p.m. we have the Lone Star Championship. The prep league coverage that is provided on SimWorld Sports.
Gonna be a good one.
It is going to be a good one indeed, Maestro. Some of the best talent in the world meeting for that championship game.
Gulf Coast, Lone Star, H-Town, SimWorld Latin, SimWorld Africa, the Scorchers. They're just going to be bringing the heat all day. I'm sorry, I know that was way too soon. I got it too soon. But it's going to be a lot of talent this weekend, Sam. It's going to be nice. And guess what? Leading up to it, let's get excited. Let's get engaged, y'all. Come on, holla at your boy. We need to hear from some people. Come on. Y'all talking all that noise. Holla at your boy. Who you think going to take it away this weekend? I know who I think is going to take it away. I'm going to tell you in my Talking Dirty with your boy coming out Thursday. Because you know Mike's going to break it down for you. But you know how it is, Sam. We do how we do what we want to do what we do.
Yes, indeed. As basket is good there.
That was a Matrix basket.
I mean, Virginia Tech does in fact have 5 guys on the court. I guess one of them found an invisible cloak. I think one of them found an invisible cloak or something like that. 97-71. We'll step aside here on CBS.
LeBron, jerseys dream of retirement.
Your Jersey's dream now?
A special time when my jerseys can look back and reflect on all they've accomplished in their careers as my jerseys.
Kobe, I got to go.
A time for my jerseys to relax and pursue other interests, hobbies, handicrafts, painting, woodworking, establishing a multinational entertainment conglomerate with designs on dominating the field of animation, music, and cinema.
Your jerseys is doing all of that?
Well, 8 is more into decoupage, but 24 is quite ambitious. Quite ambitious.
I guess I'm walking to Milwaukee.
Hey, who's this?
Oh, that's Kyle. He aced his 5th grade geography class. You see, now that we're using FedEx to ship globally, I have to learn all the countries again, so I brought in Kyle as a consultant. Did you know that we have customers in Czechoslovakia?
Actually, it's called the Czech Republic.
Yes, Kyle. You are a lifesaver. And without Kyle, I never would have heard of that new country called Buttheadistan.
We understand you want to grow internationally. FedEx serves over 220 countries and territories.
Welcome back here on CBS. Looking back on that play, it seemed like Jermario Crow Widener did his best Virginia Tech impersonation because he put the ball in his own basket.
Did he though? You should run a ghost. You should run a ghost.
I mean, if that's not saying something with how Greg Gard and his team has been playing, I don't think Greg Gard makes it past this season. I mean that is something that you never see on you rarely see on a basketball court, somebody intentionally putting the ball in their own basket. I mean, that is unexcusable.
You're gonna make me talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, coach is in trouble. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. But you know what? If the school and the administration feels like we need to make a change, you know they're gonna do it.
I mean, that is one of the more boneheaded decisions that I've ever seen on a basketball court. Is that 3 from the corner is no good.
And it's nothing like being a coach when like your athletic director and other people kind of pull you in the room and kind of say, why did that happen? And you're thinking, I don't know, because they're 17 and stupid. What am I supposed to say here?
That bucket is good from Sincere Treadway. It's 99-74 as we're winding down here in this contest. Virginia Tech still has 2 timeouts. Wisconsin out of timeouts. 2:15 now to play. The Badgers just haven't been able to get anything going. Like buckets like that, they haven't been able to string together. I mean, still a 22-point advantage here for Virginia Tech. I mean, it has just been all Hokies in the second half.
And a Hunterburger.
Layup right there puts the Hokies over 100 points. I mean, my goodness. You can hear the crowd now getting in saying, na-na-na-na, na-na-na, hey, goodbye. A basket inside by McDowell III.
Sam, can I give you credit here in the last couple of seconds here? Can I give you credit for something?
I'll always give credit.
Everybody, early today, Sam and I got into it a little bit, so he won the bet. He said there was no way Virginia Tech was going to win this game. And Maestro gave me all these reasons why Wisconsin was going to be in it. It was going to be down to the last second, and it was going to be whatever it's going to be. I was wrong. He was right. So I'm going to go hang out in the stands right now.
All right. See you, Maestro. Well, since we drove here to the arena together from the airport, I'll make you walk to the airport.
I can get a ride here with the tan V-neck that says 2K Live Forever shirt. Never mind. Sorry, too soon. Too soon. I'm back. I'm sorry.
I actually hacked your Uber account, so you won't be able to get a ride anywhere.
Hey now.
A free throw good by Tatum Kaiser. The second free throw is up and good. As we are just under 90 seconds to play.
And Wisconsin has played their game. Virginia Tech has just played so much better. I mean, it's Wisconsin's been averaging 79 points a game this year. They're at 79 now. And Virginia Tech has averaged 95. They're at 103. What's in my pocket? I'm sorry. That's Yale's. I don't want to do Yale's thing because Yale's will, beat me up in the parking lot. But, just saying. Just saying. That's all I'm saying is Virginia Tech's game bigger than Wisconsin's game. That's all it is.
I mean, what's saying that Yale's is not in the parking lot right now waiting for you?
Yeah, that's right.
Team right now.
That's right. Even more reason for me to catch a ride home with Valerie back there.
It is on site. Just messing with you, Maestro. First free throw is good by Bird Culver. The second one on the way to cut the deficit to 22 is good.
Okay, the Ghost of Christmas pass.
All right. Well, it is the Christmas season. We do have a Ghost of Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas future. And I guess the future is what you're seeing unfolding right now.
I know I was late with my meds today, but my goodness.
Oh, man. 103-81. We'll step aside.
Hi, my name is Jasmine Wesley, and I recently joined SimWorld Hoops. If you love hoops as much as you love art, you've got to check out SimWorld Hoops at discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops. It is the ultimate virtual basketball experience. It's not like a regular game. It's like stepping into your own world. Whether you play or you're just a fan, it's time to see the game, be the game. Don't forget to check me out on social media at It's Jasmine Wesley.
Ha pasado mucho tiempo, tengo amores esperando mi regreso. Estoy cansada de decirles que lo siento, en mi futuro ustedes no los veo. Ya me acostumbré a estar sola. I found happiness en el mar y las olas. I refuse to settle, even if it meant that
Welcome back here on CBS. 103-81. Virginia Tech taking that timeout to get their other guys back into the game. There's a corner three that's no good. What's next, Maestro, here for this Wisconsin team?
A regroup. I mean, you play a game better than you normally play, and you really just got out-handled by ACC team. Understand that when you go back and play talent closer to you, if you play like this back in your own division, guess what? You're probably winning this game.
That's exactly right. I mean, for Wisconsin, if they can do this in Big Ten play and be able to close out games, I really feel like that they'll have success in the Big Ten. But at the same time, like a lot of Big Ten teams, they're going to look at this game and they're going to see a lot of what Virginia Tech did well on defense and on offense to get through this Badger defense.
Yeah.
As the clock ticks down here, that shot no good, and there is the final as the horn sounds 103-83. Maestro, your final thoughts here on this contest.
Virginia Tech is not to be trifled with.
That's exactly right, Maestro. 103-83, the final score. SimWorld Sports is the only place where you can see the game and be the game. Samuel Goldberg, and for Maestro, have a fantastic Christmas, everybody.
This has been a presentation